For most people, it's questions like, what am I going to make for dinner that keep you up? But for the nerds, it's actually more like, can you grow your money faster than a savings account without taking on risk? So do yourself a favor, before you hop on Grubhub to order your favorite takeout, watch this full video. Because you could be missing out on some serious interest on your money if you don't know the ins and outs of CDs. Welcome back to our Finance 101 series from NerdWallet. If you're new here, my name is Ryan Scribner, and I've had a lifetime passion for finance and investing. I post weekly videos here, so make sure you subscribe and hit the bell. And real quick, I just have to mention that I am not a financial advisor, and this isn't any kind of personalized financial advice. So, you want your money to make more for you. Then let's talk CDs. But what exactly is a CD? And for the elder millennials, no, I'm not talking about the thing you used to need when you were listening to music. In the financial world, a CD stands for Certificate of Deposit. And the easiest way to understand what a CD is would be to compare it to a time capsule. CDs are like a time capsule for your money. If you're willing to lock your money away for a set period of time with the bank, they can often pay you more interest compared to your savings or checking account. So instead of some dusty old objects, when you open this time capsule, you'll have extra cold hard cash. So now that you understand what CDs are at a basic level, let's talk about what differentiates these from a regular bank account. For starters, there are some similarities between traditional bank accounts like checking and savings accounts and traditional CDs. Like most US banks, most CDs are FDIC insured, and that means you are federally insured up to $250,000 per depositor with either account. In addition, both of these accounts are considered deposit accounts, which means your funds are held by the financial institution and not some other entity. But the similarities really end there. The main difference between these two account types is going to be the term length and the early withdrawal penalty. For the most part, if you put your money in most checking or savings accounts out there, you can put your money in or take it out at any time penalty-free. With a CD, you put in a set amount of money, and it's less liquid, which means there's more conditional access to the money until the end of your CD's term. And the term is simply how long you're going to keep your money sealed. This can range from 3 to 6 months on the low end to 5+ years on the high end. Now the good news is, your money doesn't actually get sealed behind a brick wall at the bank or anything like that. In most cases, you can go to the bank and cash out your CD at any time. You just have to pay the early withdrawal penalty. This is a fee you pay if you take your money out before maturity date, which is the end of the term. These penalties vary, but it would typically be along the lines of having to pay a portion of the interest you would have earned had you let the CD reach maturity. So what are the pros of CDs? Well, for starters, they're going to be just as safe as a bank account. And they can potentially allow you to earn more interest than your checking or savings account. So let's hop over to the NerdWallet website and I'm going to show you how much you could potentially earn with these CDs. And feel free to click the top link down below and follow along with me. So guys, here we are over on the NerdWallet website. We're looking at the average bank interest rates for savings accounts, CDs, and more. If we scroll down here, we can see that we have the numbers right here in this green section, and this is from mid-May to mid-June of 2025. So for this period of time, for regular savings accounts, the average is 0.42%. For interest-bearing checking accounts, it's a 0.07%, even lower. But you can see here that for a certificate of deposit with a 1-year term, the average was 1.75%. So I'm not going to go through all of this. You can check it out yourself, but you can see here how CDs could potentially allow you to earn more interest than the average checking or savings accounts. And do keep in mind these rates are subject to change, so make sure you check out the NerdWallet website linked below for the most up-to-date information. So, to answer the question at the beginning, yes, it is possible to grow your money faster than a savings account without taking on too much risk. But there are, of course, some cons about CDs that we have to cover too. And the biggest one is that early withdrawal penalty. That's why it's important to make sure that when you're putting money in a CD, you can commit to that term. Another con is that the fixed interest rate earned on a CD could potentially underperform if interest rates go up in other accounts where you could have saved your money instead. But you could always close out an underperforming CD, pay the penalty, and open a new CD at a higher interest rate if that happens. I'm going to leave you with one final piece of CD wisdom. You should only put money in a CD if you're confident that you won't need it before the maturity date. As soon as you have to pay an early withdrawal penalty, you could end up earning less than a competitive high-yield savings account today. And speaking of which, be sure to check out our next video on the best savings accounts for your money in 2025, where we'll be covering some of the best options. We'll see you next time.